Welcome to this tutorial presented by oraclecoach.com. This is Claire Rajan, and in this video segment I'll begin to explain the different PL SQL programming constructs that are available to build the body of a program. I'll be explaining the if statement, which is a conditional statement. The if statement allows you to take actions based on the outcome of a condition. And in PL SQL, there are three different types of if statements. An if statement is available in practically all programming languages. It is a logic construct that allows you to decide what you want to do based on the outcome of a condition. A condition will always either return a true or false value. If it is true, you might want to perform a certain type of action, whereas if it is false, you might want to do something else. On this slide is an example of a condition which is Sid's salary greater than 6,000? The result may be yes, his salary is greater than 6,000, in which case the outcome of the condition is true. Or no, his salary is not greater than 6,000, in which case the outcome of the condition is false. If Sid's salary was greater than 6,000, the string to be displayed was he earns more than Tom, whereas if he did not earn more than 6,000, the string to be displayed was he earns less than Tom. We'll first look at the simplest type of if condition in PL SQL. The syntax is displayed as if condition then statement semicolon. Notice that the word statement has been written in square braces indicating it is optional, that is more than one statement can be written. This is then followed by the keywords that close the if statement, which is end if. Notice that there's a space between end and if. In the example, a condition has been written and it's a user-defined condition that must be validated. In this type of if, you only have actions to perform when the condition is true. Have a look at the example which reads as if V's salary greater than 6,000, then DBMS output line earns more than Tom. It is important to note that when you're writing the condition, the memory you must always mention a memory variable, never a column name of a table. Following the keyword then is the action that you wish to take, in which case, in this case, it was to display the string. More than one statement could have been written if necessary, where each statement would have had to be terminated with a semicolon. To close the if is the end if, and there's a semicolon after the word if. Here is a complete PL SQL program that would have been written with the if statement. First, a numeric variable called vSalary is being declared. In the body of the program, the salary of the employee whose first name is Sid is being retrieved from the table. The value is then put into the memory variable called vSalary. You are then making a decision based on the value contained in vSalary using the if statement. The condition is if V salary greater than 6,000, then DBMS output line earns more than Tom. So in this program, the string had to be displayed when the condition was true. The if statement is closed with the end if, and the program is terminated by the end. The next type of if that I'll be discussing is the if-else construct. This construct offers two types of outcomes. One when the condition is true and the other when the condition is false. The syntax is if condition then statement. You can write more than one executable statement when the condition is true, each statement being followed by a semicolon. The syntax then continues with the keyword else, which determines the part of the if which takes care of the condition being false. When writing the else part, do not write the condition again. It is understood that the else defines the opposite of the condition. This is then followed by one or more executable statements. You then close the if with the end if. Again, there's a space between the word end and if. In the flowchart that's on the slide is a decision box with the question, is Sid's salary greater than 6,000? If true, then the string to be displayed was earns more than Tom. If false, the string to be displayed was earns less than Tom. Also on this slide is the example of how the if-else construct would have been written in PL SQL. The syntax is, if V salary greater than 6,000, then DBMS output line earns more than Tom, else DBMS output line earns less than Tom. Notice that there is nothing after the word else except for the action. Then the if is terminated with the end if. Here is the complete program containing the if-else construct. In the declaration section, a numeric variable called vSalary is being declared. In the body of the program is a select statement where the salary of the employee, whose first name is Sid, is being retrieved. Following this is a condition that checks to see if Sid's salary is greater than 6,000. If it is true, the sentence to be displayed was earns more than Tom. Because we also have to take care of the action when the condition is false, the word else is mentioned followed by the statement earns less than Tom. The if is terminated with the end if and the program ends with the word end. The third type of if is depicted in the form of a flowchart on this slide. In this type of if, you can have multiple conditions and perform actions based on any of them being true. You first begin by checking the first condition. The outcome of the condition can be true or false. In the flowchart, the condition that's first checked is Sid's salary greater than 6,000? If the answer is yes, the salary is greater than 6,000, that is the outcome of the condition is true, the string to be displayed is earns more than Tom. If the answer was no, the salary is less than 6,000, that is the outcome is false, you proceed to perform the next check, which is to see if Sid's salary is greater than 4,000. For this condition also, the outcome can be true or false. If it is true, you want to display the string, he earns more than Bob. If it is false, you want to proceed to perform another check to see if Sid's salary is greater than 2,000. If it is true, the string to be displayed is earns more than Rick. If it is false, you want to perform an action which is based on the fact that none of the conditions were true. And this is to display the string earns less than everyone else. In an if construct, if any of the conditions were true, the action corresponding to it will be performed and Oracle will exit the entire if. This is depicted by the dotted line after the actions. The syntax of this type of construct is on the left side. It reads as if condition, then one or more executable statements, else if condition, then one or more executable statements. Optionally, you can continue in this manner if you have more conditions to check. To define what must be done if none of the conditions are true is the else construct. In this syntax, observe the word else if. It is spelled as ELSIF. To close the entire if is the end if. On the right side is an example that performs multiple checks on the content of a variable called vSalary. It begins with a check to see if vSalary is greater than 6,000. If it is true, the string to be displayed on the screen is earns more than Tom. After executing the action, the program will come out of the entire if construct to the statement following the if. If it is false, another check will be done to see if vSalary is greater than 4,000. If it is true, the string to be displayed is earns more than Bob. After executing the action, the program will continue with the statement following the entire if construct. If it is false, another check will be done to see if vSalary is greater than 2,000. If that is true, the string to be displayed is earns more than Rick. After executing the action, the program will continue with the statement following the entire if. If it is false, you don't have any more checks to perform. However, you still want to take care of the situation where none of the conditions were met. This is done with the else, that will display the string earns less than everyone else. The complete program is displayed on this slide once again a numeric variable is declared called vSalary. In the body, the salary is retrieved from the table for the employee whose first name is Sid. You are then performing different checks that were explained on the previous slide using the if, else-if, end-if construct. When this program executes, only one of the strings will be displayed depending on which condition was true. In this tutorial, I explained the if statement that can be written in PL SQL. The if statements fall under the category of statements called conditional statements. I hope you find this tutorial useful. For more videos, tutorials, and articles, you can take a look at the oraclecoach.com website. Thank you for your time and thank you for listening.